Scorpio, welcome to your Lady Hypnotic Sixth Sense Tarot reading. This is for the 11th through to the 17th of March 2019. I'm still in 2018. Anyway, yeah, I'm not so hyped today. I am not well at all. Was bedridden yesterday. And just couldn't cope, but I thought, you know what, that's not me, I'm a soldier, I need to keep going. So I'm here today to do your reading, and yeah, also to tell you about the retrograde. Relationships, people, there'll be makeups, breakups, misunderstandings with people, places and things. People's going to be narcissistic, condescending, rude. You know, it's for you how you deal with it. That's the main thing. You know, if you're signing documents, please try and hold it off. If you can't, then you know, then read between the lines. Make sure you go over it, and make sure you haven't put in the wrong information, and make sure that all that is done before you submit anything. Okay. Also, electrical goods, cars, and what have you will be malfunctioning. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to get on with your reading. I changed the deck from the other readings I was told to change. So we're using the Right Away Tarot deck. Okay, today. So just a quick reading. If it turns out that it's longer than it should be, then well, hey, all right. So let's get on with your reading. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Don't need a whole Bible. You know, comment down below, click on the notification bell so you will know when I'm live, and also when your weekly or monthly readings are up. So we have for you here the 10 of Wands. So this is a heavy burden. Okay, you're carrying a heavy burden, you or the person that you're dealing with. 7 of Swords. Okay, this is lying, cheating, you know, backstabbing, like that kind of thing. That is a heavy burden. Okay, having to deal with somebody that, you know, that doesn't serve you. It's too much. You're needing to look at things from a different perspective. Okay, and yeah, you may have some regrets, but you have to let go of, you know, this responsibility. Maybe it could be, I'm hearing responsibility. You see this man here, he's crying over spilt milk. He's looking at the cups that have spilt. He's not looking at what he already has. Appreciate what you have, you know. So this is mourning a loss, or having regrets, or missing somebody. But how can you miss this? You know, something that ain't good for you. That's toxic, Scorpio. You know, you want injustice, okay? Things have to balance. You could be dealing with the justice system, okay? And yeah, look, conflict, you know, conflict, yeah? At the bottom of the deck here, we have communication or travel, all right? Communication or travel. So let's go into it. So here we have something, you could be dealing with a fire sign, or you could be dealing with a Libra here. We have justice, okay? But here, Scorpio, I see that you're dealing with something. Something was a heavy burden, okay? It wasn't good for you. It's not in your best interest. And you need to let go of this. You need to let go of this heavy burden, all right? The Seven of Swords. I don't always see this as lying, cheating, or what have you. I see that this is something was a heavy burden that you need to get out of, okay? But you're leaving something behind, and it is hurting you, okay? This is what you're mourning about. All right, you've tried to look at things from a different perspective, because the Hangman came out first. You tried to look at things from a different perspective, and you tried to fix things, but it weren't happening. It weren't happening, you know, and the universe had to come in and shut that down. Justice needed to come in, because, you know, this pettiness, something that could have been fixed, but it just, you know, sometimes when we deal with some people, it just don't work that way. You know, so I will go into it. You know, just remember the bottom of the deck, there is communication or there is travel from this person. Either they're coming towards you or you going towards them. Spirit, please clarify the 10 of Wands and the 7 of Swords. I honestly feel that this is a breakup somewhere, and there's a lot of breakups, isn't there? Ooh. There's a lot of breakups somewhere. Right, okay, yeah. So so I feel that you know, I feel that you had a breakup somewhere along the line. It was a heavy burden. It was too long. It was long-winded. Okay, but you know, I feel that I don't feel that the 7 of Swords is not telling me that this is lying, cheating, stealing, and all of that stuff that is not good. This right now is telling me that you had to let it go. You had to cut away this heavy burden. But you're leaving, it could be children, it could be anything. You're leaving something behind. Okay? But, you know, this relationship did have potential. It did have potential. But, you know, you had to look at things from a different perspective, you know, in which you're heartbroken over it, you know. You're not focusing on, you know, moving forward or doing much of anything. It's kind of stagnant right now, because you're crying over spilt milk, okay? And you know, I think this is self-conflict. You need to justify yourself. You know, why do you need to justify yourself? If things weren't working out, move on. And this is what I'm getting, Scorpio. Yeah, also be careful of new beginnings as well, you know, with a fire sign or an air sign, because, you know, this is what it could bring, you know. That's looking at it from a different perspective as well, you know. So with the Hanged Man, let's see, and the 5 of Cups, clarify, please. Yeah, I just feel like, you know, you're looking at things, you need to look at things from a different perspective. Stop like focusing on what's already passed. You know, things happen in life, you know. Shit happens. You could be with someone all your life and still don't know them. You know what I mean? We tend to latch on to people. You know, just remember, nothing's ever promised to us, you know. Nothing. You know, and now you're emotionally closed off. This king is a loving king also, can be, you know, a loving man. You know, but it can come across as quite cold because he doesn't show any emotions. All right. So, yeah, I just feel things are stagnant. You're worried. You're focusing on what you've lost. You know what I mean? It wasn't in your best interest anyway. You know, it was long-winded, and now you're emotionally shut off. You're all up in your head about things, and you're trying to justify shit. It's, you know, why are you justifying it? You know, maybe he's in this relationship for some time. You know, he's trying to justify what's gone wrong. What did I do wrong? You know, we always like to shift blame on ourselves. And yeah, it's to do with the home. Juggling home life, all up in your head, having to make this decision about leaving the family home. Unfortunately, you know, carrying this heavy burden, having to leave, you know, the family behind, the kids behind, you know, having to, you know, you had to pick up your things and go. It was too much, you know. This is something that had potential, but whoever you was with, you know, just didn't see it. It wasn't, you know, I just feel he was in a relationship where it faded. It faded. And through that, you know, things were stagnant. You know what I mean? You're mourning, you know, because, you're mourning this loss because, you know, you're looking back at what you had, and what you had potential, but obviously, you know, you can bring the horse to the water, but you can't make it drink at the end of the day. you know. So now you're emotionally closed off, or you have been for some time here. Yeah, and I feel that you feel that, I feel these cards are telling me that, you know, no, Spirit's telling me, not the cards. Spirit is telling me that you know, you're trying to justify things. You're having this war with yourself, you know, juggling between home and, you know, people, places and things. You're just juggling things up there in your mind, you know. So you need to let go. You're in a healing stage. You're at a healing stage right now. You're waiting for your ships to come in, okay? And your ships are coming in because there's new love coming in. And this is something that you've manifested. So you need to come out of your head, okay? Come out of your head if it's a you know, if it's a foundation that you want with someone, okay? And this could be a soulmate. It could be a twin. I don't know. I don't do the soulmate and twin flame thing. You know, if it's destined to be, it's destined to be. But if this is what you want, you need to come out of that headspace. You need to come out of this headspace. Oops, sorry, wrong card. You need to come out of that headspace and go for what you're manifesting. Okay, which is to be grounded and to have this love life of luxury. You know, your cup overflowing in love. You know, and it is coming. It's coming if it's not here already. But the only thing that's going to, you know, mess it up is you being in that headspace about your past. Leave that past behind. Okay? If you've left kids behind, you can still go and visit your kids. Not unless your baby mum's been a right bee. You know what I mean? You can still go and visit your kids. You can still build memories with your kids. You know what I mean? It's just you and that person are no longer in love with each other. Or maybe it's a one-sided. You are and she ain't. Or he ain't. You know? So let go. You need to let go. Enable for your manifestation, you know, of a new relationship to come in. Alright? So if this resonated with you, please comment down below. Click on that notification bell. Like, share, and yeah, I'll be seeing y'all pretty soon. So this reading was from the 11th through to the 17th of March 2019. Peace, y'all.